Who gets back first? Kanye and Kim, Chloe and Lamar?
Kim and Kanye.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay, and the guy that's stopping by for a drink and conversation today is a two-time NBA champ, NBA Sixth Man of the Year, Olympic medalist, one of the best basketball players to come out of the state of New York, New York Times best-selling author, and reality TV star, Lamar Odom. Lamar, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. Never been better.
Good to see you. You look good.
I'm healthy.
You healthy?
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about, you had a big new purchase that was trending and everybody was talking about it. The grill. The grill. Tell us about the grill.
Nah, I don't know. Just moved back to California.
Right.
So got
You moved back from Cali from where?
From Atlanta.
How was Atlanta and what was it like?
It was cool. It was cool. I like Atlanta.
You like it?
Yeah.
But
I mean, I went to the strip club last night I was there.
Magic.
I don't know which one was it.
Strokers.
It was one of them. And the whole
Onyx.
No, half of the strip club, half of these dudes had their pistols on their hip.
Oh yeah, Georgia, the state of Georgia, yes, it's open carry, so everybody can carry a piece. Absolutely.
Where I come from, I'm uncomfortable when I see a pistol.
Yeah.
Out.
Well, my grandpa used to say, boy, if you got to take a gun to go somewhere, you don't need to be in that place.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh yeah, everybody strapped.
So
Everybody.
like, you know.
This ain't the place for me.
Nah, half these young dudes is on drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's probably time to get out here. Get out of here.
So tell us about the teeth. You decided to get
My manager
Yeah.
wanted me to get new teeth. Shout out to Gina Rodriguez.
Right. She wanted you to get the new teeth.
She said, why not? Man, I was
A
smiling.
new Lamar.
Yeah.
Out with
The rebirth.
The rebirth of Lamar.
Yeah.
NBA legend. Let's go back to the beginning. New York City. What was it like growing up in South Jamaica, Queens? What did Lamar Odom always aspire to be?
The next Magic Johnson. I think that's what kind of stirred me in the right path.
Because that's what everybody was saying. A 6'10" guy, a lefty,
Yeah.
but could handle the ball. He wasn't a center.
Yeah.
He wasn't a four.
No,
He's a
guard.
point.
I was a guard.
Yeah.
A point guard. I wish I would have got drafted as a. I wish I would in college. I wish I would have made my position point guard.
Right.
Because that's what I got. That was what I would have got drafted as.
Right.
And that's what everybody would have played me as. That's my career.
But because, well, I mean, I think the thing because you were so versatile. Yes,
Yeah.
you could handle the ball,
Yeah.
but you were skilled. You could play with your back to the basket.
Yeah.
You
But
could shoot.
playing a point guard is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Than being a player on the court that can handle the ball.
Right.
You know what I mean? Totally different position.
So, but
And I always played the game through a
Right.
point guard's point of view.
Right.
No matter what position I was.
So in other words, you wanted the ball to be more in your hand because you felt you were a guy that just could.
Well, I
you
understand.
felt that,
I understand the tempo.
Right.
On how to, speed. If we should push it or slow it down.
Right.
I think that's why I was always one of the two guards of the triangle offense.
Right.
Either me or Kobe or me and Fish.
So, as highly recruited as you were coming out of the state of New York, why did you choose Rhode Island?
Oh, that was a long story. Well, I was supposed to go to UNLV,
Okay.
but they said I had cheated on my SAT test.
Okay. Did you?
How somebody 6'10" black man gonna cheat on the SAT test?
Yeah, the same. Well, 5'3", Chinese person.
Yeah, dude scored too much.
So what?
He scored way too high.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. What'd you score?
It's like almost like 1,800 or something. Like that.
Hold on, you got 1800. So what were your grades like in high school?
It's like damn near 70. So it didn't match up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Lamar.
Yeah, so that was easy
You gonna
work.
be an average student and you damn near Einstein on the SAT.
He scored too much.
You don't
Blame him, not me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta blame him, Shannon, not me.
He was supposed to miss a few more questions, huh?
Yeah.
So you go to Rhode Island, you make the most of a situation that you didn't think you were going to be in.
Yeah, so I had to sit out 1 year
Okay.
at URI. I played the next year. I hit a big time shot, beat Temple,
Right.
and decided to go to the NBA.
Okay, you go to the NBA, you hire an agent. So what are you hearing when you go to the draft camp and when you go visit these teams? What are they telling Lamar Odom?
Or I could have been the #1 pick. No doubt in my mind.
If you had gone back another year in college, or
that year I could have been the #1 pick, but I had an interview with the Chicago Bulls.
okay,
And it didn't really go too well.
How you F up a job interview? Did you talk about the interview of mom? Did you say something about his kids?
No. It was something like a really, really personal. Jerry Krause, God bless him.
Yeah.
I was having dinner with him.
Right.
And he asked me, did I have problems on the court concentrating because my father was HIV positive? My father never had a discussion with me before.
Right.
And so, like, I didn't know whether to be offended or, like, give him the question he wanted. So I kind of, like, just
Brushed it
was
off.
like a dickhead to him the whole interview, like, blew it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You lose your mom at a very young age from
Yeah.
colon cancer. Your dad, I think he's addicted to heroin.
Yeah.
So he ended up contracting
HIV.
HIV.
Yeah.
You and your dad never had that discussion.
Nah.
Did you feel, were you ashamed? Is it because, do you feel, were you ashamed or was he ashamed? Because
I don't know. Because I don't think I don't know if he knew me and my father never had that conversation. So I don't know if,
what type of relationship did you have with your father?
At that time it was getting better.
Okay.
I would say by that time it was getting better.
Did you feel that once your mother had passed away, did you think your father probably should have, like, Dad, you need to clean up your act. You need to, I don't know if you had siblings that you had siblings.
No, I'm the only child.
Yeah. So did you feel some type of way because towards your dad? Because
No, I never really blamed him at that point in time. At that point in time, I didn't really understand addiction. But I kind of, like, really didn't blame him for his addiction.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Almost, like, felt pitiful for him.
Did you wish you had had that discussion to have a better understanding of addiction?
Hell yeah.
You say you was kind of a rest his soul, Jerry Krause. You said you was kind of a lack of a better word, a dickhead to him. So what did you say? So when he asked you, how did you feel about your dad being HIV positive?
Yeah.
When you remember now, you're on a job interview. You're trying to get this job. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get this job.
I don't even remember if I answered the question.
Right. Did you feel it was too personal of a question?
Yeah, at that time I had no idea that the NBA was that.
They'd ask questions like that.
You know what I mean? It was
Right.
like that involved.
You thought it was gonna be all basketball related questions, huh?
Yeah.
How old when you started playing basketball? Who's your favorite basketball player?
I didn't really think they was gonna be asking me questions about this neighborhood drug dealer or this guy from my neighborhood.
Right.
Such shit like that.
Did you get like in the NFL they give you what they call the Wonderlic test, which is just standardized test to see your cognition, see how well you function if they ask questions. Do they give you a test like that in the NBA?
No. Not that I can remember. It's not like that. I think they more feel like they just know you from recruiting you.
Right. So
Watching you when you're not watching.
How well were you prepared to do those interviews? Because like you said, you're gonna be a very high draft pick.
Yeah.
And so obviously you're gonna go around to 4 or 5 different teams.
Yeah.
Were you prepared for some of the questions that they potentially could ask?
No, because I didn't know it was.
Did you take the process? Did you take it serious? Did you take this process serious?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You do realize the interview was gonna be more than on court.
Yeah.
Or did you think it was just gonna be, okay, they're gonna bring me in, I'm gonna do,
I know this was gonna be a workout. There was
Right.
gonna be some questions.
Right.
They're gonna try to, figure your personality out.
Right. You played against Ron Artest, Elton Brand in high school.
Yeah.
I think you ended up playing T-Mac. What was that like? Prior to obviously you were a 6'10" lefty that can handle the ball, point guard. That's an anomaly.
Yeah.
There've been a lot of 6'10" guys, power forward, 6'10" centers, and things of that, but not a 6'10" point guard.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind
Well, at that time in my life, I was just hyped just to play against the best, just
Right.
compete against the best.
Right.
Just want to go against the best.
Were you destroying everybody in New York? So you wanted
Yeah, I
to
mean, Ron Ron was the only competition for me. And then outside of New York, Tracy McGrady.
Right.
Yeah. But like for me, Ron Ron was my toughest competition since like 12 years old. For real.
But you trained and you played against Kobe in high school. What was Kobe like as a high school player?
Same as he was in the NBA.
So he's always had that dog in it. He's always had I got to get you. Always tunnel vision. Are you
Basketball.
in all your years, high school, the year in college, the NBA, have you ever seen a player more focused as focused as Kobe was to his craft?
The only man that I look up to is Jesus. But I'll show you something.
Get comfortable.
I want to show you something.
Okay. That's Kobe. On the neck right here?
Yeah.
Is that Kobe?
Yes, sir.
Man, look.
He is like, you know,
To get another man's tattooed on you that's not a relative, not a brother, not a son, not a dad. That's a heck of an honor to bestow a man.
yeah. I mean, my every day I live is like my mentality.
Why did
Just try
Kobe
to be the best.
Why did Kobe have such a big impact on Lamar? Because Kobe rode people. If Kobe didn't feel you was doing your thing, Kobe
Nah,
ride
because he knew in his heart that I wanted.
you two wanted the same thing.
Yes.
But you just kind of going about it a different way.
Yes, because I was growing up and buying stuff like that. Our personalities wasn't the same, but we had one thing in mind. I bleed purple and gold.
You do. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you get drafted. What's your
And I'm drafted by the Clippers.
Clippers?
I still get a lot of Clipper love too.
Played the Clippers, Lakers, Heat.
Yeah.
But you bleed purple and gold. You cool with the Clippers. They're in the
I'm cool
basement.
with
They're in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we might let them out this year. We might not.
They got a good team this year.
They
got a good team this year.
They had a good team last year.
They did.
Oh, is Kawhi and PG gonna stay healthy?
I don't know.
Or they gonna be dressed like me and you?
I know LeBron and AD is. If LeBron and AD healthy, we all right.
Yeah. Or LeBron.
We gotta get the triangle offense back though.
I mean, Darvin Ham, you gotta have somebody that can coach it.
There's enough Lakers out there.
Yeah, I don't see that. I
Like, let's preserve LeBron's career.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. You were so talented coming out of high school. Why didn't you go straight to the NBA like T-Mac, like Kobe, like Garnett?
Because I told my grandmother I would go to college.
But you went for 1 year, Lamar. I can see if you told your grandma you were gonna get a degree.
No, I told her I would give it a shot. I said, Grandma, I'm gonna give it a shot. I know I wasn't gonna stay long.
Right.
She knew I wasn't gonna stay long.
Right.
But she said, baby, just go for me. So I went.
You went.
Yeah. Because she went back to school at 50 years old and graduated. So her love of education was, she was born in Georgia in 1923.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, around the time my grandmother. Yeah. Let me ask you this. Oh, you know what? It's very interesting that you said that because your grandmother raised you after your mother, and my grandmother raised me. So there's something about hearing things from your grandmother, and when you promise Granny something, it's something that resonates. Like, okay, I got to go through with this. Mm-hmm. I got to make this happen.
It's a huge advantage too, being raised by someone that's so much older than you.
Yeah,
get that wisdom passed down to you.
I don't know what it is, but sometimes I feel like grandparents love grandkids more than they love their own kids. Hey, for me,
I'm not a grandfather, so
no, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Do you think your grandmother loved you?
I think in our community, in the black community, grandmothers, are something.
They're sacred.
The mothers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you were telling the story earlier that you were supposed to go to UNLV, but the grades, Did you apply yourself in high school, or did you just...
No, when my mother passed away, lucky I was a good kid. I never really offended anybody.
Right.
And I had this huge, a massive talent.
Right. Or
that people were like, oh, he failed 4 classes.
Pass him on.
Let him play one more month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let him finish the year out. Let him finish the season out. But I never really applied myself in school after my mother passed away. I was like, fuck school.
Right. Yes. Do you feel that
it haunts me now?
Right.
That's why when I did this last reality show, College Hill, we went back to a HBCU.
Yes.
Went back to Texas Southern.
Okay.
And,
Stray's alma mater.
Huh?
Michael Strahan's alma mater.
Yeah, is that Strahan's alma mater?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Because I was a Pee Wee football legend too, you know that. You know about me, man.
Hey, first of all, I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Lamar, you always been tall.
At quarterback, I was a problem, man.
Lamar, you probably was 6'5" at 11.
In my last football game, I threw the game-winning touchdown pass, man. This is not no bullshit.
Did you ever want to play football?
I did. I went to football practice. One football practice. Next day in high school, Coach Oliva calls Lamar Odom down to his office. So I go down to his office, be like, Lamar, we ain't bring you here to play football.
That was the end of that.
That was it. Because when I was going to school, it was a Catholic school, so it was tuition.
Right.
So if your tuition is paid for, the coach don't have rank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was it for that.
Obviously, as great a high school player as you were, you're on the AAU circuit. What's your thoughts on AAU basketball and where it's headed now? Do you think it's a help? Do you think it's a detriment to some of these kids?
I think it's a help because look at what they do in Europe. A lot of those kids are turning pro at 14, 15, 16. I love AAU basketball.
Right.
It's where I honed my skills and where I was able to play against all the best players in the country.
Right.
I think it's a necessity.
I like AAU basketball. I like any youth sports as long as the parents don't get involved. We seeing parents, parents are doing too much now. They fighting other parents, they fighting officials. We saw a referee just get shot and killed in Texas. The parents be doing too much, Lamar.
There's a lot of LeVars out there.
But LeVar was good. LeVar ain't fighting nobody.
Nah, he was good, but you know what I mean, as far as pushing his product.
Right.
Or thinking my boy is the best, my boy is the best.
Right.
But sometimes that's what it takes. So kudos to LeVar. He got 2 of them to the league. I respect that.
What did you mean when you said AAU coaches in New York are inappropriately messing with some of these players?
Oh, man. Well, until I got to college, my grandmother always asked me, Lamar, that coach ever try to touch you? He tried to ever put his hands on you? Because, in the AAU world, we know, like, that happens a lot. Especially in New York. I'm not gonna call out the names or put anybody on Front Street right now.
I really never knew that. I mean, you hear stories of like in swimming and tennis and gymnastics. You hear a lot with sports like that. I can't recall off the top of my head hearing anything with basketball. This is news to me.
Yeah, my coach who I played for at Christ the King had a case where like he was touching kids that played for him.
Right.
And I seen some crazy shit.
You didn't think to tell anybody, or were you just like?
No, you know what? When you so young,
right, it goes over your head. It's when you become much older you realize, like,
why would a man sit his seat down where we taking showers at?
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Weed, college. When did you first start smoking weed? Was it college? Was it high school? Were you deal with a situation with your mom?
I started smoking weed like 15 years old. 17 years old.
Just because, or was it a coping mechanism? Or your homies
at
did it?
15 years old, you hanging out.
Right.
Smoking weed, we smoking weed together, we
Right.
smoke weed.
Right.
If you smoking weed, I'm gonna smoke weed.
Right.
I don't even think it was for a reason. At that time.
Right.
Maybe subconsciously.
Right. What about drinking?
I don't really drink a lot.
When did smoking weed graduate to something more?
When ambiance changes, you know what I'm saying? Having different friends in different places. Change.
Did you think did it ever cross your mind
I never think I was gonna have no drug problem because
Right.
from shit that I've seen.
right?
You know, I've seen
That's what
mothers
most people
and
think.
aunt.
Most people think that ain't gonna happen to me.
Yeah, I've seen mothers, aunts, and fathers come to the park one day, and then the next month you see them tore down. You know what I'm saying? I've
Right.
seen it.
Yeah,
So I
because
never think I was
you're in New
gonna-
York City, so you know what the crack epidemic. You know what
Exactly. And I'm an athlete,
right,
so I thought I could probably overcome anything, but
right,
I never think one hit of cocaine was gonna do that to me.
right. And one hit got you hooked.
It was like that time it was the best orgasm I've ever had.
Wow. Did the drug addiction lead to other addictions like sex or gambling?
I've always liked women. It's so funny when you say that because I didn't really realize I could have a sex addiction until I was in touch with me having a drug addiction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you submit to your drug addiction. So you can realize, damn, I think I might be addicted to this or I might be addicted to that.
When you hear sex addiction,
Because coke and sex came hand in hand with me.
really?
If I wasn't having sex with somebody else, I was having sex with myself the whole night. The whole night.
Right.
You know.
So it was, be it women, be it watching porn, be it pleasuring yourself, it had to be something damn near daily.
Yeah. 100%.
And you didn't think, so you doing this daily and you don't think you got an addiction, you think that's normal?
But you ain't, when you recording it, you ain't really.
You don't really look at it like that. You can't see you can't
It's
see
like,
outside
it's like
from
somebody that
inside.
smoke a lot of weed, right? If you smoke a lot of weed, if somebody smoke a lot of weed and they come in here, you like, damn, you smell like weed.
They don't
Somebody that smoke weed, be like, they not gonna even smell it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when you're on the inside, you can't see outside.
Can't. Especially with addiction.
So when did you realize? So okay, which do you think you had first, the drug addiction or the sex addiction, or they happen simultaneous?
That was the drug addiction first.
Okay,
But me realizing I had a drug addiction, like, damn, man, you addicted to sex too,
right.
because they was together.
In college, obviously, if you're an athlete, the women gonna come. It's easy, and you're like, okay, this is cool. But then you become a professional athlete. It's a whole different ball game, and a whole different type of woman is in play for a Lamar Odom or any professional athlete. And you like, hey.
But when you on top, you want a woman at the top.
Right. But here's the thing. Athlete, me being an ex-professional athlete, but damn, yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I wish I had met my woman on the way up.
Yeah.
So when I get there, I don't have to worry about, well, damn, I don't know.
But that's
Does
like-
she worry about being at the top?
But you can't really. If you meet a woman now, you just hopefully that she's driven just as much as you, and
And she in it for all the right reasons.
that's just like any other friend or anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's hard for
Yeah,
me to
man.
meet new friends.
Yeah.
Because if you weren't here like when I was coming up,
Forget it then.
what? Because I automatically, what you want?
What you want?
And sometimes I think that about women. What you want? I mean,
But sometimes you gotta just maybe you can give them what they want. Maybe you can't. Because no is probably the best word and strongest word in the dictionary.
it is, and it's gotten.
And when the more you say to somebody,
It easier it gets though. But here's the thing, Lamar. When you're at the level that you ascend to as a professional athlete, being vulnerable and love and weak are two different things. I think sometimes we look at vulnerability and weakness as together. Man, I can't Man, I can't be we call the word henpecked. Man, I can't let her just do whatever.
Yeah.
But being vulnerable in love, I mean, you have to submit. Vulnerability means you'll fall and you don't have to. And you believe that she'll catch you.
Everybody want a woman like that. Is like.
Yeah.
Everybody want a friend like that.
Do you believe that? That's the question of being vulnerable. Do you believe that? I believe you had a woman that would do that. I believe Chloe was that for you. You didn't realize it at the time.
Yeah, I didn't.
Because after what you was going through, let's talk about what you went through and the situation in Vegas.
The Bunny Ranch.
Yeah.
You know about that situation? What gets me so upset about that?
What? Tell me about it.
I ain't even do drugs that night.
What?
So here I'm gonna have a conversation with you. I can write a book about my ups and downs with drugs and all that shit. I didn't do drugs that night. Because I was mad that night. I didn't have no cocaine to take to the fucking brothel.
Okay. So, how did you, I mean, your heart basically damn near exploded, Lamar. What happened?
Whatever they slipped me or gave me, the comedian says, and the drug addict in me says, tell me what it was, because that must have been some good shit to have me down for 3 days.
Right.
Ha, 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 ha. But I didn't do drugs that day.
When did you realize you were in trouble? When did you realize, like, man, I feel different. This, whatever I took.
It was none of that. It was none of that. It was no,
Right.
I went there, did what we have been doing.
Right.
Had a drink. Girls around me. Woke up 3 days later.
And you woke up 3 days later in the hospital?
Tearing tubes out my neck. Look, I got the scars on me.
Yeah, I saw.
Tearing tubes. For real. That's real rap. I don't got no reason to lie to you shit.
You go to the ranch. You wake up 3 days later in a hospital. You have no recollection. All you know is you went there. You know, you looking around. You chose X, Y, Z, and you're in the hospital. Yeah. When you open your eyes, who's around you? Who are some of the first people you see besides the doctors? Obviously, the doctors are there.
Chloe.
Chloe's there. Yeah. Now, at the time, you and Chloe are not together. Am I correct?
No, I went to.
Well, y'all can't be together. You at the ranch.
I went to the brothel because I signed the divorce papers. That's what took me to the brothel. That's to let you know what place I was in.
Right.
Mentally.
So you were. So why did you sign the divorce paper? Did you not try to make it work? Did you not go to couples therapy?
We did all that, but she wanted it. I gave the woman what she wanted.
Okay, she wanted the divorce, but she showed up for you, Lamar.
She did.
Lamar. Not a whole lot of women would have done that, bro.
She did. She did. She did. She did.
Do you believe you could have survived it without her?
Survived what?
Your situation.
What?
That's a lonely place.
What do you mean, the situation?
I think the thing is where you were. That's not that if you had to go through that, what you went through alone, just you and the doctors.
I don't want to take anything from her, but it was God's plan. I mean, her support, of course, helped me.
God put her there.
So there you go, right? Because it all comes back to him.
Right. So Chloe shows up.
Yeah.
Kobe shows up. When you're able to talk and Kobe's there and you're talking.
It took months. When I first woke up, I couldn't walk or talk.
You had to relearn all that again. So as you're laying in your bed, you can't walk, you can't talk. What's going through your mind? You're like, God, what? To me, why? What? How? When?
The reason why I healed, I think, so fast and so quickly, we can go to see the sign now right now and they'll treat me like Jesus himself just walked in. Because I never asked the question why. Honestly. And I knew I didn't do drugs, or I just like, I don't believe this part of the book.
Right. It wasn't.
Like, I'm here.
Right.
So, what's there? It got to be something for me to do now.
So feel,
now I'm just asking.
What is it? Give you guidance, give you strength, give you clarity. God, okay, you got me here.
The strength is there. I already showed.
Now you want the clarity.
I had 12 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks.
What?
So you talking about how you feel? Like, yeah, I wake up every day. Like, I'm in California. I got a little money in my pocket. I feel good. What the fuck?
So when the doctors tell you had 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks, they say, Mr.
I'm a walking miracle is what they say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the probability? What's the likelihood?
Slim to none. I was pronounced dead, I think, twice. 2 times they told my family, say your finals goodbyes. I don't think you're gonna make it tonight.
Wow.
But just the fighter spirit. The shit is in me. You know what I mean? It was in me before I met Kobe, and then after meeting him and going to ride with him.
What was the conversation once you were able to talk, once you were able to walk? If you don't want to divulge too much, you want to put it in your book. But what's some of the things that you and Kobe talked about?
Probably like, don't never do that shit again. Know how much I mean to people outside from the Lakers and stuff like that. Just like a lot of personal, big brother shit.
Right.
He came to me. He come to me in dreams too. When I was on the Big Brother house.
Right.
I was there for 26 days. He came to me like in 4 dreams. And the last dream, it was really it was real vivid, and it was really he said something to me that I'm never gonna ever forget. Like, we were having a shooting contest, and Kobe was so good at shooting the ball because he can step into the ball with either foot, left or right. And then we get to the top of the key, and my feet are not right, and it's a little deeper. And we get to the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
Right wing. And he looked back at me. He said, hello. The afterlife ain't what people make it up to be. I was like, oh shit. I woke up. I didn't know how to take that. Like, what do you mean he missed girls? His mission is not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
Get it all in now.
Right.
Because you don't know what to expect, but that shit stuck with me. So like right now, I'm in full throttle, 100 miles an hour. You show me where the work is at. You show me where I need to put my focus. That's how I'm on.
You're approaching, you and I was talking off camera about how you say you want to get into coaching. Mm-hmm. Is your focus like Kobe was, singular in nature, basketball, basketball, basketball? Is Lamar focused, coaching, coaching, coaching?
If it was coaching, then it would be basketball, 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 basketball. Gotta have a switch.
You said you want to coach in the NBA. Are you willing to maybe do a stint in college? Or you just figure like, just...
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if, like, I have a... You get a hire me as a coach, you get a lot of basketball experience.
You a basketball Rain Man, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. But like lived it though.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But here's the thing, let me ask you this. There's a saying that, doctors and lawyers say, those that can't teach, those that can do. Everybody that played the game can't coach the game. And a lot of the great coaches never played the game.
Yeah.
Can you parlay Lamar Odom playing the 2-time champion, 6th man of the year, winning a medal? Because a lot of times the greater the player, the harder it is for him to coach.
But if you go to Kobe's book, I wish I would have had the book.
Yeah.
Because there's a segment where he talk about me being the glue.
Mm-hmm.
to the team.
Right.
Here's a team with Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol.
Right.
He calls Lamar Odom the glue.
Right.
It had nothing to do with basketball.
Right.
He was the man. We know he was taking the last shot.
Right.
The ball was going to Pau and the post to Pau first.
Right.
But he called Lamar Odom the glue. Because I understand personality.
Right.
I can get up with you, we can talk, play the game, shoot around, we can shoot the shit. That's what Phil had.
Let me ask you this.
That's what Pat Riley has.
A lot of times people think if you just put the 5 best players out there, you're going to win. But what we've seen is more than that. It's the camaraderie.
Chemistry.
Chemistry.
You gotta have guys that want to go out to eat. That when they're not playing, they're calling on each other, checking on, yo, what's up? You good? I'm good.
Right.
I see them all. All right.
A lot of some people say chemistry is just a class that you take in high school.
No.
So there's more to it than that. It's important.
Of course, you play sports.
Of course, I understand
You
it.
know that. Hell yeah, it is.
Is it more? I mean, I just play football, and I understand chemistry. You got 53 guys. You got 11 on offense, 11 on defense, and then you got special teams. You got 5. It's only like 15 guys.
Yeah.
You're around each other all the time. You're on the plane together. You're in meetings. You're in walkthroughs. You're at the game. So basically, I mean, you wake up, you walk past each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you more than my kids.
Yes.
More than my family.
Yes.
Throughout the season.
Yeah.
100%. And that's how the bond's supposed to be.
Right.
That's why I love the Miami Heat and the Lakers. Everything is.
You didn't want to, you were very upset when they traded you from Miami. You didn't want to leave after a year.
No, I didn't want to leave, but I was coming back to LA. I was a Clipper.
Right.
So I knew how it looked
Right.
on the other side
Right.
as a Laker. And I got $7 million to come back home.
Right. Not bad.
Nah.
But you have some bad memories because you believe the part of your addiction started in Miami, dealing with the drugs and the sex.
Well, yeah, that was my first time ever having cocaine or whatever. But I don't really, I'm true to myself. I know.
It could have been anywhere. It just happened to be in Miami. It could have been L.A. It could have been, Oklahoma. It could have been wherever it was. It could have been.
Could have been anywhere.
So no hard feelings. So
Hell no.
what is it about Pat Riley? We hear heat culture. What is heat culture? What is Pat?
Discipline.
Everything is about what's best for the team.
That's it. Discipline. When I first moved down there, he was like, I'm gonna give you this money, but you're gonna have to move your kids and their mother down here. I'm not gonna just give you this money and have you in the streets. When I first started to play for Pat Riley, he was the coach still. I thought my name was motherfucker. For the first month. I thought my name was motherfucker. Motherfucker, get your ass on the line. Huh? Wait, it's like you like a pit bull, you on a leash. Just like, huh? Sick.
I read a story. I want you to confirm that for the 2004 Olympics.
Yeah, I always wanted to play in Olympics.
You want to play in the Olympics, but you needed to do something first. You
Piss
used
with the fake dick. With the fake dick.
You used the prosthetic?
Yeah. I hope I ain't blowing
The Wizardator?
Yeah, that got a piece soon. I always wanted to play in Olympics. That was like one big.
How they not know?
It was for me. It was David Stern called my name.
Yeah.
Olympics. NBA championship.
Right. So did nobody know?
Nah.
Man, how you go?
Just
Lamar.
when you taking a piss, they ain't going like this.
That's how they do it in NFL. They be looking. They make you drop your drawers. So you can't be 6'10".
Nah, they ain't gonna drop your drawers. I'm like this.
Big old black dude with a pink wood.
Nah.
Come on, bro. You out there 16 with a big old pink stick. Then hold up.
Oh. I wanted to always play in the Olympics, man.
So you did what you had to do to make sure you passed.
Did what I had to do.
Have you ever had somebody have to take a drug test for you?
Nah.
So that was the only time that you used the prosthetic?
Only time. Only time. I see you like looking, you checking through the glasses.
But I'm saying, because you can understand how people are gonna find that hard to believe. Because in 2004, you use the first thing you go to. Okay, I'm gonna do the prosthetic. So did somebody tell you about that? Oh, man, how am I pass the drug test, man? Because I know.
No, I just knew. I knew I was dirty.
Right.
So if I know I'm dirty, I'm not gonna give them this piss. I mean, no way. No way. That'd have been crazy embarrassing.
Right. You win the bronze. LeBron.
That would have been more. That was more embarrassing.
What happened?
I don't question coaching, but I don't understand how you don't use young Wade, young LeBron, and young Carmelo to your advantage.
Right.
To switch the pace, maybe.
Right. Larry
Sub
Brown
five
was
at a
coach,
time.
right?
Yeah, I don't know. Sub 5 at a time. It's like ego, first young ego. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was disastrous.
When you get traded as a part of the deal. Shaq goes to Miami, you come to LA, and the first couple of years it wasn't glamorous.
Yeah,
it was tough.
It was
and
tough.
you know what the expectation is in Laker Nation.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
It was. I mean, it was tough on the other players being around 8. He wasn't 24 yet, but being around 8, because 8 was still like stubborn, selfishly stubborn.
Right.
Didn't give a fuck, and he would tell you he didn't give a fuck. 24 knew how to.
He knew how to talk to people a
Rub
little
the back.
bit. Yeah.
Hello, what should I do? You know what I'm saying? How should I approach this dude? You know what I mean? But 8 and he didn't fuck. If you wasn't on his page, then get the fuck out. For real.
Shaq wins a title for Kobe, makes a little track.
That could have been our title too, because they beat Dallas that year, right?
Yeah.
That year we had Dallas. I mean, the Suns down 3-1.
Yeah.
So we beat the Suns 3-1. We sweeping through. We'd probably play the.
What happened in that Sun series? It was almost like people was criticizing Kobe, and it was almost like he said, "Well, I'm gonna show you. Y'all don't want me to shoot. Y'all talk about I'm shooting too much." It was almost like he went and everything that we thought about Kobe, he went away from that.
It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right.
Really.
Well, I'm damn doing what I do.
Yeah.
I ain't damn doing what I don't.
Yeah, and he just, I don't know what was in his mind. Because that's the game he wouldn't shoot the ball. People say he wouldn't shoot the ball last game, right? Who the fuck knows?
What do you think's going through his mind when Shaq wins that title?
I'm going to get me one. I know that was in his mind.
Right.
It's just when I'm going to get me one.
2009, you guys break through. Well, first, you lose to the Celtics.
Oh, yeah.
How painful was that? Because in one of the games, that I think it was it game 4, that you guys had the big lead, and they come all the way back, and they track you down. You win game 5, and then you go back and you have that historic defeat in a game 6.
Mm.
Do you feel that's one of the ones that got away? Because you had the game well in hand.
That could have been a 3-peat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No disrespect, but that's when my dislike for Boston Celtics fans grew.
Right.
I mean, y'all beat us by 30.
Almost 40.
Right?
Yeah.
In the finals.
Yeah. They might have been better than you guys, Lamar. I don't think they were 40 points better than you. But it just snowballed on you.
And then the fans surrounded our bus and continuously shook our bus.
Yeah.
I'm saying, damn, y'all won the game.
Now go leave me alone. Leave us alone.
Y'all got to bring. What happened if we the one?
You're right.
We'd have had to shoot our way out this motherfucker.
You went, so 2008 you lose. 2009 you come back. You guys on a mission. It's supposed to be, because they're running the commercial of the Muppets, LeBron and Kobe. It's supposed to be LeBron and Kobe. Cavs, Lakers.
Oh yeah, and then They lost to Orlando.
Lost to Orlando.
Adidas, fuck that whole Nike scheme, right?
Dwight Howard was a monster in that series against the Cavs.
Yeah.
But you get Orlando, and you guys have to go to overtime, if I'm not mistaken, in the first game.
Yeah. But I knew they wasn't gonna.
They couldn't keep playing at that
Beat
level.
us.
Yeah.
And here's why I tell you why. No disrespect. But Andrew Bynum probably could contest to this. Him and Dwight Howard is like they lallygagging and shit at half court.
Right. So now you figure if you just beat them up and down the court, you're gonna be straight.
How are you the only chance of them having a fucking shot in the finals to beat Kobe Bryant and his Lakers, and you joking around at half court? Well, our center who wants to go at you. Matter of fact, you gotta go against him and Powell.
You're right.
I knew they wasn't gonna win that series.
Now you win that title, you come back, because I believe in order in any sport to be, especially football and basketball, if you want to be remembered as historic,
Gotta win it again.
you got to do it back to back. There've been a lot of teams that won one in a row, and they forget. Yeah, you won, congratulations, but to repeat when you're not, because the first one you were hunting.
Yeah.
Now you're being hunted.
Yeah.
You get Boston again. They just thumped you by almost 40 in a game
We
6.
licking our chops.
Now you getting them
Sorry.
back. Now,
we licking our
and
chops.
you know Boston, LA go way back to the 60s,
All the way.
and they owned you. Magic got them a couple
Man,
of
let me tell you
times.
something. How I knew we was gonna win Game 7 too?
How?
Because we had home court.
Right.
So I remember being in the locker room. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers gonna let Paul Pierce, a LA native, walk out of here, the Staples Center, with our shit? Y'all bugging. Let's go.
But that was a game when you say the chemistry, because Kobe might have had one of his worst shooting finals
Yeah,
games.
pins and needles. That's a football game.
Yeah.
That's football mentality.
Powell, I think.
Third
Powell
and
had a
goal.
double-
Every play is third and goal.
Powell had a double-double. Ron Artest hit a shot.
Just gutting it out.
He'll never hit a, he never hit a shot before.
Gutting it out. Every play. Defense. We was score like 79 to 80.
Yeah, it was a very, very low scoring game. You get into the fourth quarter, you know it's now or never now. And I think you guys are behind. But it's a very, very tight ball game. What's the arena like? What's the mood in the huddle when Phil calls timeout and you look up there, start the quarter, it's 12 minutes. All of a sudden timeout is 9 minutes. You look up, it's 5 minutes, and all of a sudden it's 2 minutes
That's
left.
what we're like. It's really, really. It's hard to explain because it's hard. It's really what you all worked your whole life.
Yeah,
To feel that moment.
right,
I wish I could feel that moment right now.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
I guess intense joy. I never want to cry.
When Meta lines that 3 up.
It's funny because I thought he was gonna swing it to the corner. I was ready to jack it up. I was shooting that bitch already. Word up.
And Kobe, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Kobe's at the top of the key.
He had the top of the key.
And Kobe,
He swing it, Meta, and Kobe like use his body language just to like will it in.
why you first we probably thinking, Meta, what the?
Fuck it, shoot it. If you don't know what to do with it, you gotta pass it, shoot it, or dribble it.
But don't hold it.
Don't hold it. That's the wrong basketball play. That's the wrong basketball play.
Let me ask you a few questions about, you mentioned Dwight Howard earlier. Y'all beat the Magic with Dwight in the NBA Finals. I personally believe Dwight Howard should have been on the 75th anniversary team.
100%.
I'm not talking, okay, you want to say Houston or you want to say LA and he bounced around to Atlanta, but if you look at those 8 years that he had in Orlando, he was a top 5 player. He finished second in the MVP, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. He was like 3 or 4-time first-team All-NBA. And a lot of these guys that got on there had never been the de facto leader and taken a team to the finals.
Yeah.
He was the best player on the team and took them to the finals.
He should have definitely been there.
Why don't you think he was on it? Do you think, like what you said,
he was left off?
Yes, because what you said, the man jogging, laughing and joking at half court.
Yeah.
When
only way I could say, because they comparing him to Shaq,
nah, he can't spread nobody.
and he ain't played with the same tenacity.
Right,
as Shaq.
right.
He wasn't nasty. He was a hell of a player, but Shaq was like.
But Shaq
nasty.
is Shaq.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the only person you can compare Dwight Howard's game to. I think there's a Shaquille O'Neal. His style.
Right.
Back down, dunk.
Right. Do you believe Dwight worked on his game? Because athletic, nobody. I mean, you look at the way he was built.
But even if he worked on his game or not, that shouldn't have
anything to do. Because he did what he did without working on his game. If you say he didn't work on his game, he got those 3 Defensive Player of the Year. He got those All NBA. He has 14,000 rebounds.
Yeah.
He did all of that. So no matter what you think of him and how serious he took the game, he did that. There are a lot of guys that made it
for you guys to leave him off.
There are a lot of guys that took the game more serious than Dwight. Doesn't have the resume as Dwight that made that team. And so that's my problem. I got a problem.
Well, it's not. Yeah, but you got to understand. Well, why are you putting people on the team then? What's your reasons for having somebody on the team? It's for what they did in the league,
right?
Not
right,
for their habits,
right? And whether you like or dislike, well, he didn't take the game serious enough.
Yeah.
Well, he took it serious enough to get those awards.
That's stupid. Whoever makes that decision is.
You played for Pat Riley and you played for Phil Jackson. Give me some similarities and some stark contrast to the coaching style.
That's just like oil and vinegar. You know how on a sandwich how you get oil and vinegar?
Yeah.
It make it taste good, right?
Right.
But you put them together, like, are they supposed to go together?
Right.
Nah. One is going to guide you to the water.
Right.
The other one going to tell you how the fuck to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Phil guide.
Pat's going to tell you how to get there. Just different styles.
Right.
Different, man. You know what I mean? But
how the NBA is vastly different today than it was when you first came to the league and you had. How would Pat Riley coaching style be received today with today's NBA player? Come on, Lamar.
what? They wouldn't be able to take that shit. Because they would probably feel like, this motherfucker making me feel like I'm 6 years old.
Right.
But it's just to break you down to build you back up.
Right.
You know what I mean? They wouldn't be able to take that. They wouldn't be able to take Pat.
You had a reality, you was on a reality show with the Kardashians. What was that like?
That was the best time of my adult life. Besides, beating those strokes and those heart attacks.
Right.
Because I'm already a king.
Right.
In LA. I'm at the, in the prime of my career, and I'm married into TV royalty, right?
Right.
It was like red carpet.
Everywhere.
Red carpet.
I mean, you were probably more well known for being married to one of the Kardashians than you were to be.
It's funny because I can tell when people come up to me, I can tell if they come up to me because Odom or Lammy. Lammy was like my name on the Kardashians.
Right.
I can tell the difference. So where they know me from.
I mean,
Why they like me. That's a extreme. That's a big crossover.
yes, of course.
I won the 6 Man of the Year award when I was filming Chloe and Lamar.
Wow.
Can I get my number retired, Jeannie Buss, please, for that? I mean, I don't know what's more Laker than that. Getting married on TV.
Yeah, you did that.
mastering his craft on the court. And I don't know if it's reality TV, we consider that acting or...
I mean, you was being Lamar.
I was being Lamar. But I mean, that's like, come on. That's like, if that don't get your number retired as a Laker, come on.
Would you do another reality show? If somebody says, okay, let's just say you get married again, or you start dating, and they say, Lamar, we want to put this on. You down with that?
A reality show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know how to, maximize and flip.
Did the reality show, did it hurt your marriage to Chloe?
Oh. It made us, at the time when I was, wasn't losing to my addiction.
Right.
It made us closer.
Did she know you had? Did she know you?
No, not until I let her know.
So you hid it.
Hell yeah. But that's when you're an addict. You
can hide things.
You're a liar.
Right.
Because you lie to yourself.
Did she ask you about it?
Ask me like what?
Lamar, are you doing drugs? Lamar, are you?
No. I had to bring it to her. Like fuck it, because you're gonna find out.
And you rather for her to hear it from you than someone else.
Yeah, to see it, or to see it.
Right.
Because I understand. It was stand-ups. So it's contradiction in my thoughts sometimes. But I understood with some things like I can't bring it to her because I'm bringing it to the whole family.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes. How does being married, doing a reality show, and then being on social media, how does one navigate that?
You submit. I never even really fucked with the social media. I still don't know how to post on Instagram.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I still don't know how to post. But I never really, hey, that's y'all. I know how crazy social media is. I don't want to deal with it.
Do you think it's impossible for someone to be as active on social media as they are, being a relationship? Because I think when you become on social media, you just open up your life, especially when you like all the time and you talk.
It's so funny because it's so funny because so everything I say is like I'm contradicting myself because you asked me would I do reality TV again. I'm like, of course I would. But I don't really mess with my social media a lot. Like I'm not on there.
Right.
Like let me see what my DMs or
right.
Let me see what these people talking about. I don't really.
You don't rock with it like that.
Don't move me. You know what I mean? I'm still Lamar.
Right.
No matter how close I am to my star on the Walk of Fame.
Right.
I'm still Lamar Odom from 131st Street.
Right. So do you feel like
there's some things I still want to like simplify.
Right.
As much as I can.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Without people being, because when you're on social media, when you do a reality show, you're opening.
And I'm 6'10".
Right. Black. You're opening your life to be critiqued.
Yeah. But that's some things that you submit to. You know that's like so
that comes along with it.
If I do that, I'm not gonna be checking for the comments.
Bro, you dated, hold on. How you get married 30 days? I mean, that was a reality show in and of itself. Getting married 30 days, get married 30 days after dating.
It's so crazy. It's like
you submitting like that?
I don't know, but it's like me. I always, talking to my assistant. This is my gut. Like with my gut,
right?
To me, that's like God talking to me. So when my gut says something, I just go with it. And that was, like I said, it was the best time of my adult life. So I did something right.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Right.
I remember it.
You was dating Taraji P. Henson before Chloe.
Yeah. That's where Taraji, she's a real one. She took me to go see Prince perform in his crib. One night we were having dinner with Angela Jolie and Brad Pitt. And Forrest Whitaker was sitting right next to me. I was like, damn, this Lakers shit is crazy.
Yeah. Woo. Nah, that ain't no Lakers. No, that's that Taraji shit. No, that Lakers shit.
Yeah, I mean, but to me, yeah. But even in that,
you think the Laker? You think Lamar Odom pulled that off, or the Laker pulled that off?
Both. Both, because the Laker, me being a Laker, put me in Taraji's
put you in close contact. Yeah. So you go see
Prince just jigging in his crib, and then what was crazy about it is that it was real dark room, but whenever you got up on somebody, it was like somebody that you know by name or face. I'm here.
You miss? Do you miss that?
What?
Going to Prince's career, obviously he's.
No, I can get it. I can get it. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I love LA, cause
you still Lamar, you still win them championships. So
yeah.
Laker
And
Nation.
I swear yesterday I was like, man, I could easily coach or have something to do with this Lakers in this place, cause I went to Mr. Child yesterday.
Yeah.
It was like I felt like it was 2010.
Wow.
Like damn, it felt good to be out here.
The wedding was on the show.
It was on TV.
So what was normal? Obviously, you have jitters.
I didn't have no, but that's why I know. That's why I knew like it was right. And in that point in my life, I knew it was right because I had women, bad ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I gave all of it up.
That's huge. You have to submit, bro. And you gave it
Faith
up.
is like that too, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what I was telling you about me surviving and being able to walk and talk and all that. My faith is strong. That's what made me not question.
Right.
Question whether I was going to walk or talk. Okay, I was just like, well.
But let me ask you this. It felt right. You believed Chloe was right. Then how could you do what you did?
I was doing drugs.
So you believe if you were sober, you'd have never.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll still be married now. That'll be 2007, it's 222. That'll be
15 years.
15 years. Easy.
That one of you.
Because you guys, when you're dealing with somebody that got the same temperament too.
Right. Is that one of your biggest regrets of your career? Your life?
As a man. But I gave a vow in front of God.
Right.
I would have rather just.
Not said anything and just.
Yeah, just hung out. And see if we can get to 15 years or something
Right.
like that. Then do it like that. Then lie right in God's face.
Why do you think the show was canceled after 2 seasons?
Because I wasn't prepared. I wasn't married no more. Or wasn't living a married man's life.
How were you able to keep that a secret though?
Man. I don't know.
How old are you now, Lamar?
42.
42. Go back, 42-year-old Lamar. Go back and talk to 27, 28, 29, 30-year-old Lamar. What would you tell him?
Take your time. Think, say no. Especially to the flesh. You know what I'm saying? That 5 minutes of feeling good or whatever. Not when you can have a lifetime of happiness.
Right. Sometimes you just throw it all away.
Risk and reward.
But let me ask you a question. There was Chloe wanted another baby, and I'm assuming that why she did it this way is that she wanted her kids to have the same father. True, and I don't know what this new baby's name is. I don't know if it's been released yet. But you said you should have hit your boy up, Lamar.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of it, right?
Why didn't y'all have kids while y'all
I was getting high. My sperm was probably way off track. I was in there. The fuck? I was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, my whole thing with that was like,
were you being serious or were you just throwing it out there? You were just like kiki, yeah, and you call your boy if your boy could.
No, I'm not being serious. Because I'm trying to find the psychology about it. Like, okay, you want to have the same baby with the same father, but he don't want to be with you.
Right. Because you look at Kim. Kim has all her kids are from Kanye.
Yeah.
Kylie, all her kids are from Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Kendall, the baby girl, doesn't have any kids. Chloe, she's like, hey, I got to keep the trend going.
Yeah,
All my
I get
kids
it, but
are-
that bitch, you ain't all the same. Like, you better get rid of that.
But I guess
He don't want to be. If I can get it. If that man's saying, I'm here, I want to raise my children with
Right,
you, then
right.
have his surrogate. Yeah, I get
Right.
it. But if he ain't checking in on you, that don't make sense to me. Like, sister.
yeah, bro,
And that's as her brother. I'm not her lover no more. I'm saying as your friend, Lamar.
Right, yeah.
If he's saying that he don't want to be with you,
I'm gonna you know them better than I will ever know
Yeah, you
them.
gotta
So
go a
I'm just
different
taking
route.
it. Hey,
take it from me, your big bro.
yeah. So that's your relationship now. You're more like a big brother. You like
I mean,
keep it
that's
real.
all. Yeah, I can't really. That's all I could be. At this point in time, I don't expect to be nothing else.
Would you take? If she's like, you know what, Lamar, let's try to work this thing out.
Who?
Chloe. If she said, Lamar, let's try to work it out. We did have you were on drugs. We did have a great time. It was a great little run that we had. Let's give it. Let's go. Let's try it again.
Sign this prenup right here. Nah.
I got all that bread. She got bread.
Nah, you know, but sometimes you know when you do it, like you do damage to a woman and all that. Sometimes
Yeah.
you might just have to let it go.
Yeah.
Cause she's gonna be looking at you at the corner of her eye.
Right.
You feel? Every woman that walk by or every woman that give you a compliment and all that, it'd be too much of a mountain to climb. Too high of a mountain to climb.
Right.
I think at that point.
Okay, last one. Who gets back first? Kanye and Kim, Chloe and Lamar. That's it, because Kendall and Travis are together and D-Book and Kendall are together. Who gets back? That's a reality show. That's some bread. I'd be working on that behind the scenes if I was you.
Kim and Kanye. Well, that'd be a good reality show too, right? For Chloe and Lamar reality show.
Yeah.
Or even if they do a reality show, like it wouldn't even have to be us like being lovers. Let's just put them in a house together, see if they could be friends.
Who, Kim and Kanye or you and Chloe? Because you and Chloe got a good relationship, right?
Me and Chloe?
I mean, yeah.
I would think it was good.
Well, you hadn't talked to her in a minute.
Yeah, I ain't speak to him, man.
How you won 6th Man of the Year? Let's talk about this because I don't think this team gets enough credit. The 2011 Mavericks, they swept you, the defending 2-time champs. They blew the doors off the OKC Thunder. They beat Miami.
We just got tired.
Man, y'all don't get to. Man, they beat the brakes off you, Lamar.
Listen, but like you said, 08, we should have won a championship.
Yeah.
Right?
Finals.
We get it done in 09.
Yeah.
We get it done in 10.
Right.
11.
But I think they were really good that year too, though.
They had to be really good.
Yeah. Because it's not, okay, let's just say you guys got tired. OKC wasn't tired because they young. That's young Kevin Durant. That's young Serge. That's young Russ.
No, them beating us probably gave them that, we just beat the
defending champ.
You know what I'm saying? Because what place were they in that year? Dallas. They have the first seed. Mm-hmm. They had the like 6 or
they were seated low. I think
they were seated low, right? Yeah. Because they played us.
Yeah.
So we had the 2nd seed. They had to be 7.
Right. And they did it. Were y'all the 2nd seed then?
Or what, 4th, maybe?
Yeah. I think it's 4. Maybe.
But then they beat, like the mental state with your team, that shit just propelled them like we ain't gonna lose.
Yeah.
We just beat the Lakers. Because even though we probably one of the best team in the regular season, we were the favorites to come out the West that year. I'm pretty sure. Dallas was the favorites that year.
Yeah, because they swept you guys. They beat Russ. They beat Russ and them 4-1 and beat the Heat 4-3, 4-2. You had a pretty good team. I understand Jason Kidd was not the Jason Kidd of 8 years earlier, but Dirk was at the apex of his power playing extremely well. Sean Marion. They had Stevenson. Man, get that team credit.
No, I'm giving them credit.
No, you're not.
I'm giving them credit because they beat us.
Beat the brakes off.
They beat us. We didn't get a dub. And we lost game 1. We had game 1-1.
Yeah.
In LA. And they just rolled that momentum and took it to the house. I was a Pee Wee legend though, Shannon. I'm gonna get you that tape.
Let me ask you this. News break. The Lakers are trying to trade for CP3 and they're gonna include Lamar Odom. Why, when you know trades are a part of the game, why did that upset you so much?
That was 2000 and
Probably 11, 12?
I think 12.
12.
I don't know. It's just like when your girlfriend tell you she don't like you no more. When she don't like you no more, you know that's part of the game. But I think, damn, I done did so much for you.
But you know, I mean,
I done sacrificed for y'all.
Right.
I could have left, or I could have left.
Right.
A year or two ago, when y'all asked me to come off the bench my free agent year.
Right. And you said, okay, chill, cool.
No, I didn't say it at first. I ain't gonna you know what I'm saying?
You said get
I said y'all gonna talk. Somebody gotta talk me into that shit. Phil, Kobe, I better sit me down or something. Have a one-on-one with me and tell me why I need to give up this $30 million or $20 million to come off y'all bench.
So what did Kobe tell you? Because that's what they sent. They sent to close it, to close this deal. What Kobe tell you? Hello.
We can't do it without you, brother. Ain't no way we're gonna be able to do it without you.
Just like that. That's all you needed to hear.
I said, you got me? All right. You got me on the back end. All right. But that's $20 million, man.
Yeah.
I could still be spending some of that money. For real.
When you went to the Lakers, did you lose your love for basketball?
Back to the Lakers?
No, when you went to the Mavs. When you went to the Mavs. What happened? It just seemed like it.
I didn't want to be there. And then this man, one of the most powerful men in basketball, I told him what I went through that summer. My cousin got killed.
Yeah.
So I was in a real fucked up spot mentally. So I told him, I said, listen, I had a real good situation in LA. I don't really want to come to your team. This is what I'm going through mentally. My closest cousin just got killed.
Right.
First game, I'm playing bad. What the fuck are you doing? The owner is yelling at me.
From the sideline.
From the sideline, from the bench.
Yeah. Because he's sitting next to the team.
So I'm like, I start comparing the situation. I'm like, Jerry West wouldn't be doing this shit. The
worst thing you can do is compare.
You feel what I'm saying?
In any relationship, you got to leave the bags. Whatever Sue or Quita, leave that at the door and come in as a totally new bag.
And I start calling my agent, like, yo, this motherfucker is screaming at me for playing bad. After everything I told him I've been through this summer, knowing my head not in the game. Yeah, Mr. Jump Shot or Mr. Layup. Mm-hmm. Dirk did too, motherfucker. It was just a bad fit. And then he
Man.
We playing in Memphis.
What happened?
I'm shitting all over the court, playing bad. And he tries to get me in the game.
Right.
Bob Cuban.
Yeah.
This white man.
Yeah.
He goes, get in the game.
Whoa. That man kicked you?
Get in the game.
Hold on. What did you do?
I was about to fuck him up, but Vince Carter was sitting right here, like sitting. And Vince see me, and Vince just got up and said, "Lamar, chill out." Because he put his feet on me. I was going to fuck him up.
Yeah, you supposed to. I wouldn't even felt bad either. I wouldn't even felt bad. I ain't gonna lie. You only kick a dog. I ain't finna let no man put no feet on me.
I would have rapped him, if he would have smacked me, if he'd have said, get your ass in the game, I would have been like, okay, oh.
Yeah, I'd have got him with that too. You gotta wear ass whipping either way. But you definitely not finna put your feet on me. Your feet made for walking. Clearly you don't like walking. Cause you put your feet on me, you're not walking. So that was the end of it. Once he did that, that was it. Did you have a conversation with him?
After that?
Yeah.
No.
You gotta talk to the man. You gotta say, Mark, bro, you can't put your feet on me.
I mean, I almost feel bad telling that story publicly. I've said it before publicly because I understand power.
He ain't got that much power.
And I understand how powerful he is in the world.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's when I was just like, you know.
It would be best if you just
just.
Oakley tells a story about at the Clippers. I believe you were at the Clippers, and he came into your shoot around and
Punch Jeff McGinnis.
Punch Jeff McGinnis.
He fucked him up.
Is that true?
Yeah, he did that.
Y'all ain't do nothing?
Let me tell you something.
Man, you know what they said with Debo? They said with right the corner with Debo when they were rolling dice and Debo jumped on him, but they ain't help him. Y'all
Yes.
supposed to have to help him.
Like, I was with the shits. I was talking shit, and Charles Oakley with his big ass chest, he was like, "Hello, I told that motherfucker I had punishment waiting for him." He said, "I told him I had punishment waiting for him." I'm like, doing the verbiage, damn, punishment.
Yeah,
I'm gonna chill out on that. I seen what he just did to my man. I'm gonna chill out. He's a big dude. He's a big dude.
He's okay. Then fast forward. All-Star games in D.C., if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You guys at the hotel.
Yeah. I heard about this one. He's lying.
He lied?
That never happened.
That didn't happen.
No. Because he said that he walked in the elevator.
Yeah.
And I was on there with my boys.
Yeah.
And they walked off.
Y'all got off. I mean, it's in his book.
Now, it's in his book, but I'm gonna take that as
You ain't want no confrontation. You like, you know what? Hey,
but that ain't happened though.
okay,
That ain't happened.
I believe you.
That ain't happened because I'm gonna keep it. I probably would have had to have them to stop them from whipping Oak's ass if they feel like somebody's threatening me,
Right.
Lamar Odom. I don't give a fuck who you are, NBA player. Right. If you feeling that you threaten Lamar Odom Mercer,
Right.
From my, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nobody going, nah. But I don't remember that.
But he did walk into a shoot around and punch Jeff.
Yeah, he did that.
Walk right up to him.
That happened.
Y'all ain't nobody jump on him. Y'all should have. Y'all had.
We ain't. That shit happened so fast, and he.
What? Hold on.
Boom. He hit Jack, and it was like a cartoon. You know, in a cartoon when somebody get hit, they spin around.
Yeah.
He like spun around. Boom. I looked at his face. I'm like, damn, Jeff, you right? It like he had a dent in his face. Like that. But yeah.
So
Jeff is a real thorough dude though.
But did nobody
Keep it real with you? Like
did
Jeff
nobody
had some
did nobody see him coming?
ass. Nah.
Did nobody see him coming? How the man walk from one end, y'all at the other end, and don't nobody see nothing?
Oak didn't want none of that smoke from Jeff and them people though. They had some people on his ass. He know that. He know that.
How close do you follow the current NBA?
Watch as many games as Direct TV allows me to.
Obviously, you're a Laker, but
Luka.
how Luka do that? Luka probably can't bench that glass. Luka probably gonna run like a 10 flat 40. He's probably the antithesis of everything a great basketball player should look like.
And that's
But he
why-
busting people, you know what?
And that's why I love him so much. Because it shows this game like, and why I really like watching him is because everybody be like so hyped to play him like, and he just.
They be trying to speed him up, and he be going, nah, I don't want to go that. I don't want to go that fast. I'm gonna stay right here in first gear. And you can't get me to go to second or third. I'm just gonna stay in first and bust you.
Because speed is deceptive. And then when he do like put on a gear, you way off guard. I'd like Luka, Braun, of course, Greek Freak, James Harden. I like the way they play the game.
Right.
Especially players that see the game a step ahead, like CP3. Feel me? Make players better.
Right. You came off the bench, won Sixth Man of the Year. Do you think that would be a role Rush should or could embrace? Or does...
I don't think Russell Westbrook should come off the bench. For who and for what? I don't know why people, like, why he getting the bad because the Lakers didn't do well this year.
He didn't do well either.
AD hardly played.
Yeah. LeBron played 54, 55 games, so he missed.
The offense is terrible. You have there's nothing fluid about your offense. You're giving the ball to LeBron. And let me tell you how stupid NBA teams are.
Right.
Ready? Ready for this?
I'm here this.
They give the ball to their best player.
Right.
Right. They put that player in a pick and roll. That player, most of the times, he handles the ball almost to the shot clock is at the end.
Right.
Then he's passing it to a player that's not as good as him and has to make or take a shot in less as time as he had the ball. So you're getting the ball to your best player. He's dribbling the ball in the pick and roll. He's just handling it to half to the end of the clock and he's giving it to a player of less caliber to make the play at the end of the shot clock.
Right. No.
That's how mostly all NBA offenses are like that.
Yeah, I don't mind that. But you know what? I want to put it in a shooter's hand that's not as good as me, but that can shoot.
But even if it's just a shooter, the shooter's not as good as the player that was handling the ball. Mm-hmm. That's asinine.
But I just don't look. I think Russ is a phenomenal player. I just think he'll be a better player as the lead
as
somewhere.
A spark plug?
No.
As a starter somewhere else?
You think Russ can ever be Russ as the third option? Because that's what he is. That's what he is on the Lakers. How?
Yes.
Because he's had the ball his whole career.
If that's what you have to be, good players adjust to their situation.
When did you know?
If you don't adjust, then you have to leave. If you're not going to adjust to being the third best player on your team, then you have to leave because you're the third best player on the team.
Right. And that's my only point. I'm not saying that he's not a good player, but I'm saying what he's always been at OKC, what he was at Washington, what he was at Houston.
Yeah, because they gave him the ball and just said, no, he have to play off the ball now, Russ.
Right.
If you want to win, he's never won a championship.
Right. And so how do you, after 15 years of playing it this way?
Well, I guess Russ and AD should just sit his ass down and say.
Bron and AD.
Bron and AD should say.
I think that's what they thought when they signed off, when they was talking in the beginning about him coming. I'm sure everybody had a clear idea of what the situation was going to be.
Did you watch the Lakers a lot last year?
I did. Every single freaking game.
What would you think their problem was? Because their problem was definitely defense.
But they don't. What defense? Because you had guys that had never played defense at any point in time in their career. And the guys that had played defense were old. Trevor Ariza is old.
The defense is a team game.
But they had old guys. AD is the best defensive player. But AD was in street clothes, dressed like you and I are right now. Yeah. So he can't help you defensively. And you don't have anybody that can really stay in front of anybody. So now it's a layup line to the basket. LeBron can give you spurts of defense, but I'm not expecting LeBron to play defense like he did in Cleveland and in Miami in year 19, year 18, definitely not in year 20.
I stopped watching them when I realized that I didn't give up, but I gave up.
Yeah.
And it started to frustrate me when I realized that was pushing LeBron isn't pushing the rest of their players.
Right.
And like when people compare LeBron and Kobe, I would say the only difference is what Kobe had inside of him rubbed off on all of us.
So Bron should grab people by the throat.
I don't. Whatever you got to do, like that will to make them.
That's not. That's not.
It's not.
Kobe,
it's not him.
Person, no.
It's not him.
No.
So I can. I don't fault him for that. But I thought that would happen.
I saw what you said. Kareem is the GOAT. If LeBron, now I don't know if you said that because you believe it or you said that because he's a New York native. I mean, y'all guys stick together. All New Yorkers stick together. But if
I love basketball.
Yeah,
is why I say that. From the 8th grade to let's say age 35 in the NBA, nobody was better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He went to college and you know about the story.
Yeah,
beat USA as a team.
Yeah, his freshman couldn't play back then.
Yeah,
but his freshman team beat the defending national champions.
Other players can dunk. I don't know no other player that can take that 17-foot
sky hook.
No.
Do you think Kareem get the credit that he deserves because he's never thought of it?
No,
when you hear
no, he don't. He changed his name to a Muslim name in the 60s in America.
Because he has the most MVPs.
Everything.
He won 6 titles.
Got everything.
He has he had the most points. I think he has the 3rd most rebounds. I mean,
Milwaukee Kareem Abdul Alcindor, he was putting it on the floor.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
stuff. That's what they call it, stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he has the most unstoppable shot ever created.
Exactly.
I mean, you could talk about Jordan and Kobe's fadeaway. You can talk about Kevin Durant, high
You said Jordan or Kobe's fadeaway.
Yeah.
You don't say Kareem or Scott Hook.
No. It doesn't matter. The Scott Hook is the most unstoppable shot ever created. It's not even close.
It's so funny. I don't remember like me taking some of those when I was like little, like being just like practicing. Seeing Kareem take.
Because you think about it. I mean, normally when you shoot the ball, you're looking at the rim.
Yeah.
He's throwing the Sky Hook. The ball's over. Hey, he's looking at the rim, but the ball's over here.
That take an enormous amount of like
touch,
skill though.
Yeah.
Flip. It's crazy because Kareem was damn near 60 years old. He was coaching with us on the Clippers.
Yeah.
With Mike Olowokandi. And he working out Olowokandi, and Olowokandi was kind of like, and Kareem was like, oh, hold up. Bring that shit down here. Bring that ball down here. What? Bust his ass.
What?
For real, like two possessions in a row. What? Bust his ass. Like, yeah, young fella, take some of this. I was like, yeah, cat. Bust his ass then. That's a true story, too.
Kareem at 60 years old gave Michael Olowokandi the
Giving
business.
it to him.
Gave the candy man the business.
Giving it to him.
How's your sobriety going?
Well, I do smoke a little weed. So I don't even drink nothing. But rap.
You good.
Facts.
Every day.
Facts.
But Lamar,
every day.
The hardest thing is to do.
But
because you gotta walk by a bar.
Yeah,
you gotta walk by a package store. You go to a restaurant and people ordering drinks. Every day you got.
But this shit right here, this one do get me to do no cocaine.
Oh, that one?
Nah.
You want a bottle?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll get it just to stunt. And I'll share it, but I don't really drink a lot like that.
Yeah.
I don't drink a lot. Shay. Shay Shay. That's what they call you probably. Shay Shay, right?
They do.
Huh?
I know they do. That's what they call me. Man, I'm proud of you. I'm happy of you.
Appreciate
Thanks for sharing your story. Thanks for sharing a lot of some of the NBA stories. But your life, what you've been able to overcome, is to be commended. Appreciate you. Much success, bro.
You know what's up.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.